Okay, y'all, it's Randy back. About to get started on this tail pan. I don't know if I'm gonna need I've got the back part of the trunk section here. I've got it up there, it's new, but I don't know if I'm gonna need it or not. I don't think I'm gonna have to use it. If I have to do anything, I'll just have to patch a little portion of it down here. But I'm not going to cut into the trunk. The trunk is in pretty good shape from what I can see here. If I cut this tail pan, this back part off, and I see more damage, then, you know, I'll just go from there. But I got over here and tried to get most of the Bondo out of here and knock this out a little bit. Looks like this car was in an accident. And instead of trying to, you know, beat the dent out and put just a skim coat of Bondo on it, they just said, heck with it, I ain't gonna beat it out. They just put Bondo over it and let it go. And same thing with this right here. This was dented in right around here, and they just filled it up with Bondo. You know, this little crease right here is supposed to stick out a little bit from the quarter panel, you know, and in the shape of the bumper. So I'm just knocking these dents out, trying to get them pretty straight, and I'm fixing to grind the Bondo out and see how close I got it. I wanted to get it knocked out and get it pretty close before I started cutting into this back here. I didn't want this to be distorted so bad that it affected some of this here. So anyway, that's what I'm up to right now. And in case some of y'all are wondering what that is right there, that is a poor man's porta power. Yep, poor man's porta power. I've used it. I've used that thing straightening a bunch of places where I needed a porta power but didn't have one. So it did the job. But anyway, I just thought I'd go ahead and start another video and show y'all what I'm up to. I'm gonna go ahead and grind this Bondo out of here, and might tap around on that a little bit, straightening it out some more after I get the Bondo out. But then I'm gonna start cutting into this, find my spot welds down here on this panel, try to get it off, and then just dig into it more from there. All right, I'll be back with y'all in a little while. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Got this here, corner here, pretty straight. I think I can do a little thin coat of Bondo on there and straighten that out. That'll turn out pretty good. But I made a big old mess. Of course, you know, rust and dirt, everything falling out of here. This right here, this corner, is pretty bad. It's well, probably back to along here. It's pretty rusty in there. And this inside panel comes down and meets with this panel here, this outside panel. And I got the lip, got all that stuff off of here, all the way across. And this side's about the same way. It's got a little more rust down here on this edge. But I think most of it's solid over here, except right in here in this corner. So I'm gonna have to cut this back some more, and I'm gonna have to cut this tail pan, or the floor trunk pan. I'm gonna probably have to cut it back to along this edge here. It's pretty good down to along here, but after it slopes off, this right here was pretty rusty, pretty thin metal. And I got this support up under here. I got most of it off. I don't know about y'all, but whenever I take stuff apart like this, let me turn this fan off. I like to I like to take it apart piece by piece. I don't know, I kind of educate myself on how it goes together, and you know, not rip pieces off and then wish I hadn't have cut them, you know. So I kind of like to take it apart piece by piece and know where it all come from and know how it was all put together. Still got to get these corners. I don't know if you can even see them up under there. Still got to get all this out of there. Of course, that'll be easy now that I got this other piece off. And I was going to show you all this. This aftermarket panel right here. It's I don't know. I don't like the way it's shaped. It's a little thinner gauge metal than this is. It's just not, when you put it up there, it's it just don't fit like it should. Just don't fit like it should. I cut this one out. It's pretty good. It's got some rust on the bottom edge down here, but I kind of cut it out to where it didn't mess it up too much. And this is the piece, the support that I cut out. You can see how rusty it was up under there. It was just gone like Swiss cheese. And then after I looked at this piece, I put it up there and looked at it. I went out and had old 55 out here in the edge of the woods, a parts car. And I drug it over here. Ain't got no wheels on it. It rolled on the brake drums. And I didn't have much trouble moving it. That was my tow vehicle there, so it came right with me. But this thing is all original metal, and it's pretty solid all the way over. It's got a little rust here in the same spot, but I don't think it's as bad. I think this is pretty solid all the way across. So what I'm gonna do before I go and start putting the aftermarket stuff on, I'm gonna cut this across here and then down on both sides and cut the inner panel with it, cut the floor pan across there and get it off the car so that I can take it apart, get this floor pan off of it and that lower brace, and just, you know, see what it looks like. And if it's in real good shape, I might just use this factory original part here on it. I know it'll fit a lot better and it'll work better too. But this piece right here, they make a patch panel that goes from this seam here over to this seam, and I think it's about, I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 inches up. They sell the whole side here. There's another leaded seam right here. They sell this whole piece, but then they sell a patch panel just for this bottom portion down here because they rust so bad right in there. But it's I don't know, like $100–120 for that little piece right there. And I didn't want to spend, I don't know, $250 on those little pieces wherever I got this car out there. So I'm gonna cut into it and see if I can use some of this stuff off this car. Yep, see if I can use it. Or combine the two, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video off and clean up my mess. You can see I got tons of tools. I went and grabbed what I needed and I didn't go put it back right away. So I'm gonna clean this stuff up here and then I'll get a fresh start in the morning, start another video, cut this thing apart here and see what I come up with, and I'll come back, start another video and show y'all what I got. All right, well, y'all leave me a like, leave me a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already done so. click on the little red hot rod in the corner. And I appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later.